Welcome to Toy Surprise.
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 Remember those when you were a kid? You get the little bag and it has candy and cards and then it has some stupid little toy.
You know, I don't think I ever bought one because I always thought it was a scam.
Well, it was a scam.
Did you buy it?
Occasionally.
What would be in there?
You might get a couple of cards, baseball cards, which I didn't care for.
Oh, I'm glad that
You would get, actually I got a lenticular once of a spider, which was great. I'll never forget that. It was only $0.25. You got gum. A lot of little, you know those little puzzles? It's not, I don't even know if it's a puzzle or a game. It has a little ball bearing. You got to get it into a little hole.
Yeah.
Patterns, that sort of thing would be in there.
What do they call it?
Candy. Waste of time and money is what I call it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what this show is sort of all about, is you don't know what you're going to get in this bag of surprises and toys. My name is Mysterion.
My name is Lab Monkey number 9.
And we are toy collectors, and we're in my toy room.
Yes, we
We're
are.
kind of crammed
very
in. They've already started attacking you.
Both Mumras are attacking me.
Both Mumras. What's
Yes.
that?
This is.
We're allowed to drink on the job.
Are we allowed to swear?
We can swear.
Oh, okay.
I don't see why
This is
not.
brought
This
to
is
this
not
is
made
our
for
sponsor.
children. We do have a sponsor. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we got a crate of this morning.
Yeah.
Cool Runnings coconut water with pulp jelly. Well, that'll be interesting.
So it's quite good, actually. I've had pulp jelly before. I'm weird. I like
chug some jelly.
I like drinks that have jelly and the essence of what's supposed to be in it. There's a thing called pennywort drink. You could get it in Chinatown.
Oh.
And it's essentially made out of some sort of a grass and whatever the gelatinous.
Is that the time when you had warts?
No. This is a really nice way to put over the sponsor, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How is it? Refreshing?
Not bad.
Yes,
it's
good.
It's like chunky right off the go. Right?
Absolutely.
Like they're not way down here. They're like floating.
That's because it's probably a real product.
They're
it's not just
floaters.
sugar water.
I'm swallowing floaters. Okay, so Cool Runnings. Whenever you're running and you want to feel cool,
Get
there you
Cool
go.
Runnings. Wasn't that a Jamaican bobsled team?
Yeah,
I think
it
so.
is.
Yeah,
I think they're ripping them off.
I think they are, or they're sponsoring them too.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
So what's the first toy we got? You made notes.
I need notes.
He's always prepared. Me,
Oh.
I just fly. I just call it in.
And you're already looking at my notes.
Fly by the seat of my pants.
All right, so
I can't even see what that says.
So we're gonna do. I guess our loose idea is 3 toys each taking turns.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna ramp up. Like make the first toy like second
Okay.
one like and the
Okay.
third one like
Wow. So they have to stick
I'm
around.
gonna murder you for that toy.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I've put 6 toys in my bag, and I'm just going to randomly grab one. That way it's a surprise even for me.
Well, limited surprise. 'Cause
Limited
you know
surprise.
there's
Well, whatever one my hand touches first.
Oh,
I'm not going to go in
this
there
is
and
a very
start.
tight
Well, this
space.
is why
As
I'm
long-
glad the toy bag is on this
As long
side
as you
and
know
not
your
that
toy
side.
bag is
It's on this side.
Okay, who's going first?
You can go first.
Oh, okay.
Although I always pick first. I'll be nice the first episode. I'm usually the nice guy. You should see this guy at toy shows. Pushes me out of the way.
Pretty much.
Takes toys from my hand. Buys them under my nose. Okay, I'm not looking.
I do buy them.
Okay, if I touch it, try to figure out what it is.
All right.
Let's see. Well, I can tell you it's PVC. Is it Clown Around? Is it Mego Clown Around or?
Damn,
Oh,
you're good.
look at this.
Look at that. So...
You know you're a fucking nerd.
when you can go, this must be Clown Around by Mego.
It must be. It must be Clown Around by Mego.
From Mego's Clown Around collection, 3-piece Clown Around assortments, each sold separately. There are monster clowns you can imitate, and funky clowns on disco skates, a paddy wagon with a cop inside, and a clown crook you can take for a ride. You can decorate with a funny face. A Clown Around fits most any place. Plus, there's a clown hall and a clown house, each sold separately, assembly required. Monster clowns from the Clown Around collection, each assortment sold separately by Mego.
Love these.
First off, Mego? That was a surprise.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Well, they were
1981, so early
going out
Mego.
on the Smurf thing, the Smurf craze.
Oh,
right?
When was 81?
81.
So,
yeah, 81
okay.
would have been the big
So
boom.
there's 60 different ones. Like, there are fucking way too many of these. Way too many.
There's too many.
Like,
You care about it.
I got these from Jamie at the Toy Swap.
Oh, yeah.
At his backyard Toy Swap. And I have 5, and I think that's enough. Like, I don't know if I need any more.
Well, there are a few really good ones. There's a Dracula.
Look, this is here. You can read out the list. Oh no, I mean you could pick out ones that you maybe think are cool. I wrote all 60 down.
All
like
60. You know what that means?
Like a psycho
He
killer.
even started checking the ones off that he has. This is a bad sign. This means
It's a bad sign.
Means you're gonna start going for them.
Well, maybe.
You know, I think I have a couple over there you can have.
Oh.
I'll give him a couple at the end of the episode.
That's how much you like them.
Well,
Jamie did say that you like them. Yeah.
I do like them. The only ones I really want are the Dracula, which I think I have, the cop, and the robber. And then there's a paddy wagon that you can put the robber in.
No.
And yeah, and you know where I
Really?
got that was from Toy de Jour in Chicago. And my friend Cassidy Rose, big shout out to Cassidy, from the Sideshow Gelato shop in Chicago, Illinois. Great place if you're looking for gelato and freak shows. Didn't know those would get married at any point. She was hanging out with me one day, and she saw it, loved it, and I said, "It's yours," and I just gave it to her. I think I only paid like $10. That's the good thing about these; they're not very expensive.
Cheap. Yeah, they are cheap.
Butcher Clown, I like that.
Butcher Clown, yeah, it's kind of cool. Like this guy is Hank. He's like a construction worker. He's pretty
Okay,
neat.
they have names. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Hank
they all have
Clown.
names. Yeah.
Hooker Clown, Hooky Clown. I thought that was a joke for me.
I don't know. This is Hooky. Like he's playing Hooky from school.
Oh, he's cool.
But the funny thing is that he's like playing Hooky in the library. He's got a book. Like maybe it should be like a video game.
Maybe
like
he's about to leave and he's gonna put his
he's gonna
book
throw
away.
He's gonna
or
throw it.
Get
in the
rid of it.
garbage.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Yeah. And this guy's a train guy. So
He's an engineer.
He's HO clown or something.
Okay.
You know, like HO scale.
Yeah.
There's like all the different letters for the
Sure.
train
I have no clue what you're talking about. I'll disagree.
Okay. Okay.
You know, there's something worse than knowing what clown around is by feeling it. knowing
about-
model trains.
Okay,
right?
well, I wrote it down just so you know. Okay, so it goes from T to Z to N to TT
What are we talking
and
about?
then HO. This is scales of trains.
Oh, scales of model trains.
Model trains.
Oh, is he scaled to a certain size train and they called him that scale as his name?
He's not the right scale.
Oh, you see, they can't even get it right.
No, he's HO clown, but he's not HO scale. Never mind.
Okay. Abrams, you got it wrong. So Mego put these out after a successful run with the, world's greatest superheroes and all the other lines that we're familiar with.
Yeah.
And then they went micro size. They went and moved into areas like Clown Around. Did they do Eagle Force? They did do Eagle Force.
Yeah, they did do Eagle Force.
Yeah, so they went really small.
That's true. Yeah. And this, I looked up this because I was curious. Like the
visor.
The visor.
Yeah.
You know, they're like used to have like a. This is painted the wrong color because it's blue.
Right.
But if it was green, it would make more sense because in the 1800s they believed that if you look through a green visor, it would help your eye fatigue.
Oh.
And so like bankers and like accountants and poker players or poker card dealers
Sure.
would all wear this hat like with the visor, thinking that they were gonna like
It would benefit their sight.
Their sight, yeah.
Do you know where the theory of having carrots
and this guy's
getting
a clerk? So
yeah. Do you know where the theory of eating carrots gives you better eyesight comes from?
No.
It comes from World War II, and it was misinformation deliberately spread by the British. So the Germans would hear it and assume it was true. And it was because the British pilots were hitting their targets much more accurate at night. And the Germans couldn't figure out why. And the real reason was because the dashboard had colored lights, not just white light, but the Germans had white light. And the British gave out this explanation that we feed our soldiers carrots, and they're packed with beta carotene, which is great for your eyes. And so, all these.
I always thought that was true.
No, it's not true at all.
I've been rubbing carrots on my eyes for no good reason.
Absolutely. I'm glad it was your eyes you're rubbing them.
So what do you got?
Oh yeah, so Clown Around, great line. How many did you say there were?
60.
60 of them.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll get back to these another time.
Should we pile everything up?
I think we could leave them over here, yeah, just kind of put them right. I'm going to reach in here and see whatever I grab, and I'm going to pull out. So, 50-year anniversary, 1988-89, Wizard of Oz, Wicked Witch of the West. And I have a fond memory of this toy. I never actually owned it per se. It is licensed I'm not sure who the company is that made it. It doesn't say anywhere on the package. I've looked twice. But they are licensed, and they were available at Toys R Us as a set of 6. And I remember Christmas of 1989, my sister was about 1 or 2 years old, and she was so obsessed with this stupid movie that it was playing constantly on the VCR.
This is the story where you had two tapes?
Yeah, there were 2 copies, and so one to rewind and always have it going. And anyway, I bought these for her as a little kid, when she was a little kid. I was in high school, and I remember I paid about $12 for all 6 of these characters.
Oh, wow.
And then I used to play with them with her, and I would incorporate other characters from other lines. So I'd make like Darth Vader appear and like terrorize Dorothy, and my little sister would start crying. It was a great time.
Good times.
Great memories. But what a great fun
paying for the
line.
therapy?
No one pays for therapy in my family. Margaret Hamilton as the witch. The only one I have carded. It's a great figure. They all came with an accessory.
Yeah.
Dorothy, of course, came with Toto, and the woodsman came with the axe, and she comes with her broom.
You know, I've never actually seen them.
The movie or the show or the figures?
The figures.
You've never seen the figures?
Yeah.
All right, there's more of them over there. You can see there's the whole set.
Oh.
Except he can see that. I'll show you later. Here, wait, well, hold on. Perfect time for a cutaway. Did you know that Margaret Hamilton appeared on Sesame Street, and it aired only once, and it scared the kids so bad that they never reran the episode? And it kind of went missing, and there was this, mythos about this episode with Margaret Hamilton, and they eventually did find it not too long ago. You can look it up on YouTube, and it's actually terrifying. What happens is she drops her broom while she's flying over Sesame Street, and one of the people on Sesame Street get it, and she can't get it back, so she just keeps terrorizing everybody in order to get the broom back. But they're playing like square chords every time she appears, so it's like bow, 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 bow.
Might as well sweep all this garbage up.
Ooh, curses! And yeah, it's a great episode. It's really creepy and weird and different. She also appeared on Mr. Rogers, but they learned their lesson and they had her appear without her makeup.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And told the kids that she plays a character, she's just an actress, and
they went more like realistic.
And they went more realistic and a little softer.
Well, that would have been terrifying on this show, yeah. Cause
well, it's already kind of scary as it is. Have you seen Lady Elaine or whatever her name is? That creepy librarian character. But yeah, Wizard of Oz, 50-year anniversary figure. So this figure, 50 years, this came out 35 years ago. So the Wizard of Oz would have only been 15 years old in that time span, from when this came out, from when it... It's kind of weird how time just moves on. And, well, it's not really weird, but scary when I think about it that way. Because 50 years back then felt like an eternity. But now, knowing that it was been 35 years since I bought these for my sister, it only feels like a few years ago.
Yeah.
So
I remember watching that for the first time. We were being babysat, my sister and I, and
You're
she
in
was
your 20s?
No, her little kids, and my sister was fucking terrified.
This
of the movie.
Of course, it's a kind of scary movie.
And I was fascinated. I was on the edge of my seat, just like, what is this? The flying monkeys. I love.
They're great. They're great. All right, Wizard of Oz, Wicked Witch of the West. If anyone has Toto, I will take Toto if you want to mail it to us.
You don't have Toto?
No, Toto's missing. I just have Dorothy, and I have Glenda, and I have everybody else. Okay, what do we got here? You want to do the thing again where I try to guess what it is?
Sure.
Okay, I'm not peeking. I swear to God, I like to lie and cheat. Okay, well, it's obviously a little figure on a base.
Yes.
What is it? I'm going to guess it's some sort of a Cayman rider.
Nope.
Oh, it's a monkey.
Yeah. Very small. It's like, 1.5 inches tall. This is, it comes in a tube with a whole bunch of other, like, space space vehicles and stuff.
Okay.
I think I got it at Michael's.
Yeah, that makes
the
sense.
The tube toys, you know?
Yep.
And they spelled tube wrong. It's like spelled like boob.
T-O-O-B.
Yeah.
That's right.
This is Private Ham. So the first monkey to be sent into outer space.
From Russia?
No, this is the Americans.
I thought the Russians did. No, they
The
sent
Russians
a dog.
sent a dog. They
That's
got
right.
a stray dog. That was 1957. They pulled a stray dog off the street. They sent him up 4 times until he finally died in space and then came down as like a shooting star.
There's something beautiful about that. As horrible as it is, there's something quite lovely about
But
it.
Private Ham,
Well, hold on a second here. I want to talk about this dog going into space.
his name was Laika.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
Laika,
he
yeah.
wasn't very like a... Yeah, that was bad. So they take a stray dog, not even a trained dog,
No.
not even
They
like a
s-
dog
they
that was
scooped-
ready for
They wanted
this.
to make sure that it was a dog that no one cared about. It was
Oh,
a stray dog.
boy.
I come to say goodbye.
Where are you going?
Just on a little trip.
Because they knew they were just probably gonna keep sending him up, and they're sending them out into to have an orbit, just like a low,
Oh, sure.
a low.
So he's
orbit.
not high up.
So
He's
they're-
like in the
They're
stratosphere.
testing the
Okay.
testing the air sort of thing. See
Well,
what they
that's
can
you know what?
survive.
That's a great way to go, though, for like a stray dog. You're eating scraps, getting yelled at by babushkas, getting in the way, and all of a sudden you're in space.
Yeah.
Like, what are the mathematical
Till you burn-
statistics?
till you burn out.
Well, think about this: the odds of
Feel a
any
hot.
living creature on this planet making it that high into orbit
Yeah.
is virtually impossible.
Yes.
There's probably only about 100 people, animals, living entities that have ever gone up, and just by chance, that stray was one of them.
Yes. For a little while until he burned up.
And then did they
So,
find the monkey in the street as well?
No.
No.
And they had 40 different monkeys. They were all trying to train them because they wanted to have them do tasks while they were going up. So like pulling levers and pressing buttons or something. But they wanted to train them and pick the perfect monkey for it. So where Private Ham went up, his name was actually number 56. So they didn't give him a name because if he died,
That he's
they
humanized.
didn't want to
They
have a
humanized
humanized
the
the
monkey.
Private Ham when he returned back alive. Then he was Private Ham is so amazing.
And do you know when Private Ham died?
I do, yeah. So
Can I guess?
He went up
A week later.
No.
No?
So January 31st, 1961, he went up into orbit, low orbit,
Okay.
and he made it around, and he did all the different things he was supposed to do. He pulled the levers and pressed the buttons. Or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, which is. I don't
Did
know.
they do anything though? Did these levers and buttons achieve anything, or was it just like
I think it was just
this sort of placebo on the ship to see if
Yeah,
monkeys can do?
Because he's in like a metal
they're asked
container,
to
and then they
do.
had a camera on him so they could watch his face.
Okay.
And there's like footage of him going.
Oh,
He's like
crap.
screaming. and
I gotta check that out, man. That's
Anyways,
just-
it's
that's
not like he
just-
was just like all chilling there. Like he was going through some shit
Well,
up
he's
there, right?
fucking right. He
Yeah.
is. He's a monkey in
So
space.
when they and so he was up there for 16 minutes, and he was weightless for about 4 minutes. So it's pretty quick, you know.
Okay.
In the scheme of
The
things,
big- yeah. And he only went up once.
Just went up once.
Okay.
I brought him back, and then he lived his rest of his life out in a zoo for like
Okay.
he died when he was 26 years old.
Please tell me he ate a banana in
So-
space.
He didn't eat a banana in space. He didn't. He was dehydrated, and he was like kind of all dizzy and kind of fucked up. And he was still
NASA, you
alive.
had the opportunity to have a monkey peel a banana in space and then
Yeah.
see what
They could've, like,
hijinks.
floated around. And,
Yeah, imagine him like tried to reach for the lever, but then he slips on the banana peel.
So he died in 1983.
Oh, he had a long life.
And so they
Okay.
buried him. So he has like
Did they cremate him like Gene Roddenberry and shoot him into space?
no. So what they did was like I was like I was like reading about it. It's like, oh, okay, so they buried him and there's like a gravesite and everything. And then I read a little bit further. I'm like, oh, they buried his soft tissues and his skin in the graveyard, and his bones.
His skeleton is on
they-
display somewhere.
Is in a museum.
Okay.
I guess they wanted to see what happens to your bones when you're. But this is like 23. Like this is like 1883. Like so this is like years later.
They wanted to know what happens to his bones because
I'm-
he's gone into space.
That's what I'm guessing. I don't know. Or like, why would they want to? Why would they take all this? I don't. Some sort of scientific.
This whole thing just seems wrong right from the beginning.
I kind of wish I'd stopped reading and. hadn't
Yeah,
read
there's
that part.
there's a moment where you go, "Yay, the monkey survived," and then you end it. You went on right to the bitter end where
What
they're
a-
taking his. They skinned the monkey. Think about this. Hold on a second. They
His
took
skin and his soft
this
tissues.
primate hero
Yeah.
this astro simian, and then
Super
they
chip.
skinned
Space
him
chip.
and his bones. They stripped his bones, buried the skin and bones.
And the picture of the
But
bones
kept-
are like they're bone white. So they
Sure
were like
they were
bleaching them and
bleached,
cooking
the whole
them and-
shebang, boiled it probably,
Mhm.
then reassembled Ham the monkey.
Maybe
Ham,
that-
H-A-M.
HAM. It's an acronym for the I don't remember.
Hot as motherfucking shit is what it should
It's
stand
like the
for.
research firm that was like
Yeah.
preparing him the HAM.
Oh, I see.
It's not even-
All right, well
No,
there
no,
it
no,
is.
so I plan to like mold him and then maybe put some bones inside him. Like a
Oh, I
clay
like
cast.
that.
Would be cool.
Or you can have it so you drop it in water and it dissolves, and then the guy's inside. I like him.
Yeah,
He's
he's cute.
cool. He's fun. He's look ready. He's a flying monkey.
Oh, fits right in.
What is the odds? He's literally a flying
He
monkey.
is a flying monkey.
That was
the only
even,
flying monkey.
that wasn't even prepared.
Only one that.
All right, let's see what we got. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. I'm gonna take it out. This is a Mattel toy, 1979.
Oh.
Shazbat Nanu Nanu.
Mhm.
I love this toy. I loved this as a kid.
I love the show.
Kresge's,
Yeah.
75 cents on sale. That's the one I had as a kid. I still have it. It is Mork from Ork in his egg ship,
In his spaceship, yeah.
in his spaceship, as he arrived to Earth in Happy Days. Actually, he came in on a UFO on Happy Days.
That's true.
Later, they showed him in
Mhm.
this.
I
this
remember
little
seeing him on
thing.
Happy Days and just going like,
It's weird.
what's happening? Like,
Yeah.
it was weird.
Yeah.
It was really weird. I'm like, oh, they haven't quite jumped the shark yet. But
Oh, they did. They were really out there. And the funny thing about Mork is that he also not only was from space, but he was from the future. Because Mork and Mindy was set in the 70s, and Happy Days was set at that point in the early 60s. So he was 10 years out of
Oh,
whack and had
that's
to get back to
right.
his time in Denver, Colorado, when they lived in,
Ah,
I think, Wisconsin. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Interesting. I never thought about
One
that.
of the only figures of Robin Williams. And if you look at his face, he looks like he's
Nice.
completely cracked out.
Terrifying.
There's
yeah.
the
And Mego
coked
had
out.
Robin this
Williams.
this habit of not painting eyes, so they
Yeah.
always had this sort of weird, creepy look, like the
Yeah.
the black hole is all that.
Black hole, no eyes been painted.
Or
But-
a Star Trek. They did Star Trek the motion picture. or
But you
something
know,
like
the likeness is pretty damn
that? It's
good.
pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty
For a
good.
figure from 1979. Like,
Yeah.
here's my question. If they could do this and nab Robin Williams, how could they, in 1989, with Kenner, not get Harrison Ford's face? He
Yeah.
constantly just looked like a French man that woke up with a hangover. Like, it never looked right. Am I wrong? Do you know what I mean? Like, look at him. He's right there. You know, like, it's just never good. They never got the faces right. Carrie Fisher looked square-headed. You know, Mark Hamill looked like my friend Martin growing up, like a Polish kid with blonde hair. They never got them right. But they got Robin Williams. They
They did.
nailed it. His hair, his
He's got
face,
that-
his
got that
stupid
sort of-
smirk.
Yeah, it's a smirky. Yeah,
You know,
got that chin.
5 points of articulation, styled directly off of the 3 3/4 scale, like Star Wars. You could use them with Star Wars if you really wanted to.
And
I
this,
guess
this is 80s, right? It came out after
this is.
Star
I think this is
Star Wars.
879, 80, something like that. What does it say on the bottom?
79.
79, yeah. 79, 80. I
Yeah.
probably got him in 80 when it was discounted. Because I don't think they sold very well. They had dolls as well. They had 8-inch dolls, which I have behind me. I have Mark and Mindy. That was the pilot episode that didn't quite work.
Fuck this Mark.
Mark!
Let's bring him
Shots
back.
I think we're gonna have to change his name.
Remember when he was going and he would sit on his head?
Yeah, that's how he got the job.
That's right. That was in his
His biography.
his
Yeah,
demo
he
or whatever.
got the job. He was auditioning for the role of Mork, and he walked in character. I mean, he was a street performer in New York, Robin Williams.
I didn't know
And
that.
so he was very funny and did a lot of stand-up, and people knew him. So we got the call, and he went in, and the gentleman said, sit down, and the casting director said, sit down, and he said, sit, what sit? And they said, well, go take the seat. And he just looked at the seat and did what an alien would do if they didn't know what they were doing, and sat upside down on his head. And it was at that moment they went, you got the job. That was all he needed to do.
Wow.
Talented man. It's a shame he's not with us anymore, but he is with us in 3 3/4 scale, thanks to Mego. Let's have a quick look at this vehicle. I mean, you know what? It's pretty cool. You can put him in it. He flies around.
It doesn't roll. Or
No, it
anything.
doesn't roll, but it displays the figure so well. It says right on it, Mork from Ork, egg ship.
Egg ship.
Egg ship. So, there he is. Mork from Ork. Where do we got this? What's this thing?
I'm putting on a special mask for the next toy.
Uh-oh.
Just to get prepared.
See, he thought ahead. Do I have anything for the next toy? I should see. Oh, I got something right here. We're not going to show the camera what I just found. Look, I'm making a disaster of a mess.
We're wrecking our
See, because
set.
you do something, I got to do it too. I've wanted one of these forever. I didn't know you had one of those.
I do.
Where did you get him? Vampiro, yes, Spanish.
His cape.
Where's he from? Spain or Mexico?
I got it from Mexico.
Yeah, that's such a good figure.
And I love that he's
Now,
got
see,
these
he was
little-
right. Now I'm mad.
Look at his little sock feet. Like, aren't those the kids?
They're great, and their socks. They're not just extensions of the pants.
It is the pants. Like
Oh, it
it's-
is the
like,
pants.
no socks. Sorry.
So he's wearing jammies.
He's wearing jammies. Full on jammies, and the cape is separate, and the arms are bent at the elbow, so they just kind of do that. What does he have? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
and his head. And his head feels like it's gonna fall off.
Oh yeah.
It's like hollow rubber, but thick hollow rubber.
Sure. No, that's barely held on.
Yeah.
I love his face. It's almost like a cross between the Adam West Batman and the Batman from 1989. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson Batman.
Yeah.
Mr. Mom.
Yes.
Help me out here.
It's not Val Kilmer. It's
No, Michael Keaton,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, it looks like a combination of the two because it's got those weird eyebrows.
Yeah.
Because the original Batman, well, not the original one, but the 60s Batman had that weird two-colored.
That's right. I had a purple almost and a blue. Yeah.
And those eyebrows were on there too.
Yeah. Wow. Show the back. That's fantastic. I want a t-shirt of that.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
To take that image and turn that into a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
He's really cool. And he's 12 inches tall.
And when's he from? 90s?
I have no idea. My Mexican dealer had 3 of them.
Your what?
Mexican dealer.
His Mexican dealer.
Mexican toy dealer.
Oh, your toy dealer. See, guys,
had
you gotta
3.
understand something. Andrew and I, we don't drink. We don't party. We do have girlfriends, or at least I do. But he's had his fair share that have put up with him. The only kind of dealer he has is a Mexican toy dealer in Mexico. It's not like he lives in Toronto and is just some guy that comes over
Lives
to
in
his
Mexico.
home.
So he found 3, kept one for himself, sold one, and then sold this one to me.
That's phenomenal.
So at least 3 exist in the world. I don't know
What
how
would
many
he go for right now? I'm gonna guess 400.
No.
Less?
I paid. I think it was like 40 US.
Robbery.
Yeah, something like
That's great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's a good price. Oh, I love him. Vampiro.
that. What's your next one?
Well, you have that mask. I gotta up you now. And I have to
Oh.
stop knocking things over. So I just noticed this thing.
Yes.
So I can put on this
This guy
thing.
doesn't sit, so I don't know how to.
And I can smash
Oh.
things because it's such a confined area. So I'm gonna put on my little outfit. I brought this mask and I don't even know what the
Oh, has it got a cape?
It's got a cape, and I'm going
Uh-oh.
to trash the toys. It's okay.
Oh.
Let it happen.
Oh, more toys.
It's part of the way it happened. You're going to take... You see, this is your fault. Because if you didn't bring the mask, I wouldn't have had to do this. And then
That's
putting it on, it
good.
would have wrecked the...
I like it. Like
toy.
it's got like fangs or something.
Okay, now let's just see if what I grab fits. What we have. Oh, it does not fit at all.
It doesn't fit, no.
It's another Mego toy. We started with Mego. We're back to Mego again.
This
And
this
it
our last
is
order.
Our Gang Alfalfa by Mego.
Yeah.
All right. So Our Gang was being broadcast on television in the 70s. They had a whole new audience with young kids. I remember it. I'm taking this thing off. This thing is driving me nuts already. I can barely even breathe.
I grew up with it too.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they made dolls. They made little Mego figures of kids. And that, of course, is the infamous Alfalfa, Carl Schweitzer. That was his name. And
How many toys
there's
did they make?
4. There's 6. There's and they're all from different gangs. They're not like they're all from one gang of kids because the turnover happened. So, for example,
I got you.
Buckwheat appeared with these guys, but he appeared later. you know, it's not necessarily consistent with the actual
so
show.
they kind of picked out the ones
They
they
picked
wanted.
out the populars.
Right.
Like Buckwheat is here. Okay, I've seen the cartoons from this time, and they put Stymie in it. And Stymie was at least 10 years older than Buckwheat. By the time Buckwheat rolled around, Stymie was an adult.
Huh.
And Stymie was the kid with the little hat, the top hat.
Yeah.
He appeared on many episodes of Sanford and Son. He was Fred Sanford's friend, the one with the hat. He kept his derby.
No way.
Now, a lot of people don't know that he was murdered in real life, the actor, as a dog breeder. And one client's dog went missing or something to that degree. He, the guy put out a reward. He found the dog, after all, brought it back, and then said, I want the reward. And the guy said, no, you don't get the reward if you're the one who lost it. And so he showed up at the guy's house in the middle of the night and started a fight. And one thing led to another, and bang, bang, that's what ended Alfalfa.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard that when the bullet went in him, his hair went, Whee! His bubbles poured out of him. No, it's a shame, but and then the other thing I find really interesting is Mickey. I can't remember the actor's name right now. Not Robert Vaughn. Anyway, the actor was suspected for murdering his wife as an adult.
Oh, is that
What's his name?
Yeah.
Robert. Robert, you can put it in the comments. This is being done dry. I haven't researched that. I forgot, actually.
I remember about one of them being...
And I think he's still alive. He's the only rascal that's still alive. There's like 2 or 3 rascals that are still alive. A friend of mine, April, she's, way up there. I mean, April, I'm sorry, you're not way up there, but she's been around for a while. She actually was friends with Spanky McFarlane.
No way.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. So, great toy.
Yeah, I love the card art is really cool. And I guess that's cut on. That's not.
I think someone cut it.
That's cut by accident.
Somebody cut it. Maybe it was a discount toy, or they cut off the price.
Maybe.
Maybe somebody gifted it and cut off the price. I don't know.
Right. So it's not a weird it's a regular card. Like it's
no, there's other ones up there. You can see that they're complete. And look, you can get accessories. There's a rowboat, an orange crate cart, so like a soapbox cart, and then a clubhouse, and that also looks like it acts as a carrying case.
Oh yeah.
Right, and then in there is a picture of George Washington, all for one, graffiti, Alfalfa loves Sally. I don't know who Sally is. I thought he was always after Darla.
Yeah,
Darla Hood, Sally.
Darla, yeah,
Darla's gonna kill him.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit of a disconnect with
with the actual toy. Somebody just put it together. But anyway, Mego, Alfalfa from our gang.
Oh, I forgot to say that when I was looking up Vampiro, that there's a Canadian wrestler named Vampiro.
Yeah, Vampiro Canadian, yes, yeah.
And he's like, I think he's
Thunder Bay.
I think he's a juggalo or something. Is that right?
Kinda. He's kind of like a juggalo vampire. He was around for a while.
Yeah, I watched the video of him
there's a picture of him right there. You can see it right there. You see right there against the back says Vampiro.
Yeah,
there he is.
And then it's also a cocktail, Vampiro.
That I didn't know. What is it, like a Bloody Mary?
Let me see.
Oh, he has it rewrote it down. Too bad I don't drink.
Tequila, tomato sauce, orange juice, grenadine, and hot sauce.
Absolutely no way.
Sounds terrible.
That sounds like you're ready to die before you even eat it.
And there's also a type of Mexican taco that's called a Vampiro.
Okay.
It looks like a bat wing.
That's cool.
It's cooked on a grill and it's crunchy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you know why the vampire didn't vote in the U.S. election?
Why's that?
Because it couldn't make up its mind between left or right wing.
That's it.
Next, what do you got?
That's it.
That's not 6 toys. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 6 toys.
It is 6
See how
toys.
fast that went by?
Went by pretty fast.
Or you're going to have to watch the next episode. You'll have to subscribe and make sure you tune into the next episode of Toy Surprise. I almost said 2 Surprise. There's 2 episodes on Toy Surprise.
2 Surprise.
Look at this. This is how you make your debut to the world.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I haven't done things like that in public. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mysterion.
I'm Lab Monkey number 9.
And I'm the one you tuned in to watch.
Oh.
Subscribe right now, and we'll see you next time.
that.
He has nothing more than a bruised nose. Everyone hopes the first human in space will be so lucky.